They're taking her jibs, those goddamn Twitch baddies.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit
I do.
Has nothing to do with me.
Oof. We're fighting two different wars.
I mean, you're fighting a losing one.
Yeah.
It's women. It's women.
Undoubtedly, I'm losing. Like, have you seen my view counts? Have you seen my... Come on.
I mean, you're going to have to, like, start working out.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to get, like, just giant arms.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a six-pack what do you call those things? What is it called?
Reward.
Yeah, the rewards. Like, you get up, six-pack, sit back down, oil up a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you're competing.
Yeah, then I'll be competing. Yeah. I gotta start mewing a little bit more, and then I can really be on their level. All right. Let's get started. Welcome everybody to another episode of Growing Up Kayfabe. We are the yes and no, the yeet and no yeet of wrestling podcast. I am your host Joe, and as always, my co-host Darnell.
Go watch Terrifier 3 if you have the worst sense of humor, also known as the best sense of humor.
I was gonna say, but also you mean that in the best way.
Yeah.
Right. Unless you're gonna go in there and, as you said, not laugh, because there was people who were not laughing at the funny parts.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Don't do that. I saw some people posting like clips of them like going to some theaters, and some theaters they like to do some actors, and they like put them into the rooms as characters, and putting Terrifier in the room is not the move, dog. People were like giggling and laughing. I'm like, no, I wouldn't trust that he's an actor. I would trust that he's a fucking psychopath who's coming here to kill everybody as Terrifier.
As soon as he got to my row, I just would have stood up and stared him down. Like, what are we doing?
What's going on?
What are we doing, man?
Yeah. Yep. It's like so many movie theaters stopped doing that after shootings happened. After so many movie theaters started getting shot up, they were like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. And they didn't do it for like years until...
Shout out to Dark Knight.
Shout out Dark Knight. Yeah. That was the one. And it's crazy too, because it's like, I also went to see Dark Knight in theaters when it came out, like the week it came out. And you know this one, if you're from Florida, if you know, you know, the what's it called, Park Place movie theater. We went to that one to go see it, and they usually do some extravagant shit for like their fancy movies, especially at that time. And yeah, they had the fucking Joker in there with henchmen with fake guns, and they were fucking going around and shit. And I was like, awesome. And then fucking weeks later, they're like, did you hear that somebody got shot? The fucking movie theater got shot up because of the Joker? I'm like, what? I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, are you telling me that the actual Joker shot up? Fucking, they were like, no, some guy who went to go see the movie. Oh, got it.
He just said, fuck this place in particular.
Yep. He said the Joker would never act this way. I've had it with this movie. He said, I'm tired of this. Christian Bale's not a good Batman. That's what, and then he fucking lost it.
But he is. Because he can move his neck.
So there's so many people who have played Batman. If they heard that, they'd be like, all right, okay. All right, fuck you.
Talking to you, Michael Keaton.
Talking to you. Keaton's like, what was that?
Exactly.
Don't talk shit about my Batman. Danny DeVito would fucking be jumping at you right now. You don't talk about my Batman. Pattinson
killed all his villains.
Pattinson can fucking move his neck. Pattinson moved his neck around.
Yeah. Because they realized, that is a smart idea.
Ben Affleck moves his neck. My personal favorite.
Ben Affleck kills niggas.
Dude,
that fight scene in the warehouse.
Yep.
A lot of those people died.
They died. Dude, I remember the first time seeing it and watching it. Me and Ian obviously sat next to each other, and we were like staring at each other like, he killed that one. He killed that one. That guy's dead. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, we just went on about our lives. And it's like, years later, people are analyzing the movie. They're like, yeah, so Batman killed people in this movie. This is a different Batman. This is not the same Batman anymore. Hell yeah. Shouts out Ben Affleck. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Oh, he used a voice changer. Oh, you mean like Batman does? You mean like how he does in most of the animes? You mean that's how he fucking? Ooh, I'm sorry, he didn't sound like this. Rachel. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
For Gotham.
You know what Bale had? He had, what's his name? Michael Caine. He had Michael Caine. That's what he had.
Yeah, no Alfred's been a bad Alfred.
No, that's true. Yeah. All right, that's enough for the wrestling podcast this week. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Oh shit. Guys, we do talk wrestling on this podcast, and we start every week by talking about Monday, move on to Tuesday and Friday, as Tuesday has become, one of the hottest tickets. I'm glad I stuck around for the lull and didn't just like tune out for a little bit, because it was boring for after Stand and Deliver. It was real boring for a while, but they've picked it back up, and that's how wrestling is. It's all in swings. Some weeks, some months, you're just like, what the fuck am I even watching? But you can watch happily knowing that that's happening just to build stories. Back when it was Vince's era, it'd be like, this might just be it. This might just be what we watch for the next year. We don't know.
We don't talk about that guy anymore.
No.
Shite.
So I was looking over some of the highlights for Monday and Tuesday and Friday. Friday, I don't know if it's because of the 2-hour thing, although I am liking the 2 hours on Monday. I'm sorry, I said Friday, but I mean Monday. I don't know if it's the 2-hour thing on Monday, but definitely not as good of a show as Tuesday and Friday. Like, there's something...
definitely 2 hours, because the majority of that shit was just promos.
Right, yeah.
And two of them actually, they weren't even wrestling that night. American Made and Dragon Lee. It was like, why the fuck did they have a promo? They weren't there that day. Like...
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Bronson Reed had the big sit-down interview promo. I'm like, we didn't
really... that kind of makes sense because of Seth.
Yeah, but that also could have just been done with a promo. But yeah, out of the three, it's the only one that could have been done right. And also with the 3-hour format, that normally would be totally fine. Normally you'd still have plenty of time to do everything you need. But before you know it, on Monday, it's like main event time, and you're like, oh, all right, well, not a lot really happened in the show. And there's also some elements they're missing, like they go down to 2 hours for the time being, and Drew and Punk aren't there. They're bringing in Cody every once in a while, but they have their champion, but Gunther's just doing fucking pleasantries with Cody every time he's around. I'm like, okay, this is mad boring. Every time they see each other, may the best man win. I'm like, okay, great. I can't wait for this banger match, but the buildup is for nothing.
Would you rather than just have another fucking AJ Styles situation with Cody, where they just like pivot and just threw that shit out there, and we're like, yes.
I just think it's interesting, in a genuine way. I think it's interesting towards Gunther's character, because he is a heel, and I don't know. You would think that he would have at least thrown out some type of insult to like make the match even more interesting, or like put some animosity behind it. And he still has 2 weeks to do so, but I don't know.
His animosity is him being a smug asshole.
Because he thinks he's better.
To say much. He just already exudes that, and that'll get under anybody's skin. We're just like, all right, shut the fuck up.
True.
You out here with these backhanded ass compliments. I'm gonna backhand you niggas.
Yeah, Monday they just had like what was it? Kofi and Braun Breaker for whatever reason. They had
for whatever reason.
What do you mean?
What happened last week?
Yeah, but it's just like
he fucked everybody up.
Yeah, I understand for story, but I'm just saying, it's like, okay, so we give him Kofi, and it's like, okay, well, we know what's about to happen here. It's not like some miracle's gonna happen. All of a sudden, Kofi's a big time player. Like, I don't know. I just figured it would have been just him and Xavier again. I would have been, I don't know. But sure, Kofi needs some TV time. Sure, why not? Sure. Honestly, the biggest part of the night, and again, unless I'm missing something, and I might be forgetting something, which would just be the match at the end of the night, the main event, and Raquel, Nia, Liv, Tiffy, that whole interaction, as it was probably meant to be the best part of the night.
I just still need them to stop with the slow burn shit. Have Tiff cash in on Liv right before Crown Jewel, and then there's your match. There you go.
Nia
Fuck
and
Liv.
Tiffy.
Out of here. She still has to deal with Rhea.
Yeah.
Take the belt from her. That puts Tiffany on the other show. Then the obvious match is gonna. Wow. The obvious match that needs to happen between her and Nia, and since there's no belt on the line, and it's just gonna be like, all right, cool, whatever. They'll get to handle y'all business, get on with y'all day,
Right.
and then there's a lot of stuff for Tiffany to do on Raw because she'll be her own woman. The unnecessarily very good tag team match. Well, not even just the match, but just the dynamic between her and Rhea.
Amazing.
You got the goth princess and the pink princess, and just the whole fact that Rhea was like, "Get up," and she's like, "I'm trying." Just like, yeah, they're gonna work great together.
Yeah, it was great. They knew what they were doing. Aesthetic. It was perfect.
And then that gives also Rhea somebody to have for backup for whenever she goes against Liv, because she's gonna obviously have to deal with Raquel all the time too.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're right, because the match itself, like, you know, looking at it objectively as wrestling, like, sure, you know, Gunther Cody, amazing. Liv versus Nia, probably also amazing. But if you want like actual story behind it, again, like you said, Cody Gunther, it's just built in. You know, two top champions, Gunther being smug, Cody, you know, a little under his skin being like, okay, I am the guy, I'm the face. So there's stories there, and then you got Liv and Nia, and there's genuinely really nothing there, and you don't have enough time to make this like very much more interesting than besides the fact of like now all you're relying on is just a banger. But if you do that, if Tiffy gets the cash in, gets the title, and goes against Nia, now you've got something else. Now you've got something that you can literally build in a day for story development to keep us interested. Dang, and then Tiffy wins the even, like, she wins the fucking dumb crown jewel belt.
It's a whole lot of nothing though.
Yeah. Then just a few more things about Raw, just some small little tidbits, which is that R-Truth gets a roll-up pin on fucking on Miz just for carrying crossing them to all beat the shit out of R-Truth. Then making assumptions now that means Miz is going to be in with the Final Testament, and I'm like, please don't put that man in Final Testament.
He's definitely not going to be in that. He's just going to be another piece for when YS6 come after them.
Yep, yeah. And I like this like comical like rivalry that they're doing with, like, because he's a heel. He's a heel now, but he's like a heel, like just like a comical heel. Like it's just Truth chasing him around, being like, "We gotta talk, man. What's happening?" Fucking Truth. Miz is like, "I'm fucking. I don't like you. I don't like you anymore." Nah, you don't mean that. I'm not with Judgment Day.
Do you like Mike or do you like Michael? Which one?
Which one? I didn't get to ask you before. Which one do you like? Oh, shit. The number one thing that happened besides the tag match, number 2 on the night, Jey and Jimmy's reunion, and the internet is undefeated, where they immediately just turned it into an actual sitcom. Put the fucking
That's exactly what that was.
It was so
the camera angle on the door opened up. The timing on Jimmy lifting his head to look up and like, "Oh, what's up?" Jay looking at him, looking back like, "What the man?"
Got a second?
Head ass.
Man, and I know for a fact the second Jay walked off camera on the second interaction, like because every time they did stuff together when they were like tag teaming, he's always the one to break character and laugh. Always. He's the first guy to break character and laugh. The second he said, "Now get out my face, man," and then walked away, and Jimmy starts doing his fucking bad guy faces, I know Jay was like, "Fucking stop." Starts dying laughing. Yeah, definitely stole the show by turning it into an actual sitcom. Good stuff. Another reason why every time the Bloodline's on, they have the best spots. Hilarious.
Happens when you got 5 years of story built up already.
Yep. Oh my God. And I would be remiss if we didn't point out number 3. Went right over it. It's actually one of the notes I actually did take down. The Viking Raiders are back, but as the War Raiders, baby. Let's go.
I think Ivar.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lost like a little bit more weight too.
It looks like it. Looks a little bit more in shape, and he doesn't really necessarily need to. Already moves well with the weight anyway, but nothing wrong with losing a little bit of the lbs. Keep you around. Yeah, it looked great. Unfortunately, Alpha Academy had to be the squash for that, but you know, hey, I don't know. It is what it is.
Just bring them down to NXT. Just let them have fun down there.
Yeah.
At this point, that's the only thing. Like, they're just kind of there. They're kind of done with the whole American made thing.
Yes. I
don't even think they fucking beat them ever in a match. I don't think the matches ever got time to start because they would just all start brawling out.
Yep.
And then Wyatt's, I didn't put this nigga out. Wyatt 6 would just come out and kind of save them until they had their match.
And now, and the thing is, yeah, like you said, the keyword, they need to go have fun down on NXT because, you know, and maybe I'll catch some flack for this, but Otis will never rise from where he's at right now with Tozawa. Period. I respect Tozawa as a wrestler, but he's a joke, like a very, very literal sense. You know, he's comical. I think he's fucking hilarious. But with that, Otis will never get the push because they can't push Tozawa like that over other serious guys. Can't do that. Not in today's wrestling, at least.
No, just have him and R-Truth be together.
There you go. That'd be fun.
And then you have new tag team champs.
Okay, well, let's dial it back.
No. That's what we're doing.
Oh, you're turning it up. Oh, you're gonna dial it up. Okay. 619.
Actually fucking do stuff. Shout out to Adam Pearce being straight up like, hey, yo, I gave y'all these belts. I gave y'all time to handle y'all business. Y'all niggas ain't done the shit for a month with these tag team belts.
Thank God.
Tournament. Suck my dick.
I do love when they're finally like they like acknowledge the way, like when they say things the way that like fans are like saying things to them clearly on Twitter, like y'all fucking haven't defended these titles at all. What the fuck? Like, write it in. We're just gonna say that on TV.
Next time, in 2 months, we'll actually be able to just say fuck.
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
At least every once in a while. Especially when The Rock's there. You know he's going to drop some fucking F-bombs.
Fuck that nigga.
I know.
Twice.
I know. Listen, I know. He's a real piece of shit. Everybody thinks he's all great now. Everybody thinks he's like, oh, well, time has passed. I'm like, do you think he's still not a piece of shit? Do you think just because like all that happened now, like he's just like suddenly a different guy? He's still the same. Forget it. Forget it. Anyway, Tuesday, the very next day of the week that I'm looking forward to more than Monday, NXT, putting on bangers. The new look stays. No black mat still, but I realized that was like only for like the intro of that night. I didn't even realize that they just got rid of it later. In my mind, for some reason, I was thinking they were doing black mat the whole entire time. I wish they would go back to the black mat. Also, I just watched KO versus Sammy in NXT. Like they're just playing like old KO matches on YouTube, and that was like one of my first times actually seeing, not in just like a small highlight, but an actual match of like how NXT used to look back then during that time with the black mat and everything in the arena. So much better. You can see why like the wrestlers from that era of NXT like did so well in like the main roster, because it was very similar to a main show. Still smaller, but like still had that same vibe, that same feel of like an actual show. But the new NXT comparatively, not the same type of audience, much even smaller. And I'm like, that is why I think some of these NXT guys, when they go over, they are not as ready as they think they are. Because now they're going from, we've talked about it ad nauseum at this point, but now they're going from like 100 to fucking 22,000. It's like, dude, you got to fix that. You got to get more people into the NXT places.
What he said.
Thank you. But shouts out to NXT. Let's talk about it. At first and foremost, as always, fuck Rich Holland on business. He's a little fucking bitch. Out there thinking he's tough because he's beating up fucking Riley.
Tapping that ass. Hey, he set out to do what he said he was going to do. He's going to take out all the Alpha Academy. Spoiler alert. No, I'm playing Chase you. I just fucked up. But yeah, he said he was gonna do it, and he fucking did it.
I can't get behind anything that motherfucker does. I don't give a fuck what he does. Fuck him so hard. Fuck him. No, I'm not a fan, Ridge. You know what? I'm gonna keep it reserved. I'm just gonna say, fuck you on business as always. All Ego wins the triple threat match between Javon Evans and Wes Lee.
Such bullshit. How he got the belt in the first place, not putting in no work at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just let everybody else get their ass beaten. He just falls on top.
That's my NXT champion. That's my NXT champion. Yeah, I don't think that Ethan wins at Halloween Havoc though. I think that would be super mad disrespectful if you fucking put the belt on Trick and then immediately gave it back to Ethan. I'm like, come on, man. You got to stick with somebody.
It ain't the first time it's happened.
Yeah, for sure.
That boy got the fucking North American title just to lose it literally the very next night.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, not even the very. He had that belt for a whole day. They went back to NXT on Tuesday, and Dom was like, "Hey, that's mine." I took that shit right back.
I just want to shout out Wes Lee, where like I know I've talked shit about, like, probably the only shit I've ever talked about Wes Lee was when he had that dog shit promo war with fucking dude from the Rascals, and he just kept repeating that he's not on the same level. But other than that, like, he's kind of grooving into the heel character a little bit more. And, you know, I think it's pretty notable. Most people know it's easier to be a heel than a fucking babyface. But if you've been a babyface your entire career, well, it's a little bit harder to be a heel. And his heel work has been so awkward. It's just been so non-genuine. But it feels a little bit better now. And what helps is that he's still a fucking badass in the ring.
I feel like the whole talking shit shouldn't even really be an issue with anybody. It's like, nigga, as long as you are good in that ring, who cares?
Well,
cool, you can talk. So can everybody fucking else, bro.
Can
Jesus
they though?
Christ, it's not. We're talking right now. It's not that crazy of a skill.
We will always be divided on this, because the talking that you need to get the crowd over with you it's important. Like, you can do great heel work, but if they know nothing about you and they don't hear you ever say anything, then they have no idea what you're. Reese, no. Ooh, that's a bad cat. Then they'll never
see. Even he's a man of action.
Yeah,
man
right.
Of action.
Oh, you're right. Oh wait, no, he just meowed a couple times and he cut a mean promo, and now I know he's a real bad guy.
It's called wrestling, not talking.
Wrong. No. Okay. But shouts out to that whole match. Crazy. I think everybody. What's great about this is that they keep putting Javon Evans in these these matches where it's like it's showing that the audience clearly wants Javon Evans in the title picture. Soon, very soon, I think. I can't tell anything with WWE's developmental, especially with him being so young. But something. North American title, maybe. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, he can do that, but at the same time, fucking Austin Theory. He was only like 24 when he got the U.S. title.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, being 20, I think 20 years old is old enough to get a North American title at least. But as of right now, like, they clearly do, as much as they possibly can, try to steer away from heel versus heel, babyface versus babyface. So Javon Evans versus Trick, although would do numbers, would divide, and then somebody would have to be the heel, and it would kill somebody's character. So, and you know,
nobody has to be heel. They can run that. It's as a match of just two good individuals. Just be like, yo, I want to challenge. Cool.
Well, yeah,
I see you at such and such.
I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can do that. They have done that, but WWE regularly tries to not do that. And I was thinking about this last night. I was like, or when I was watching Friday, I go, there's a part of me that is like having an itch to just watch a bunch of indie wrestling, because that's where you're like, what you're talking about really. It's like, where it's like, you don't need no fucking storytelling for that shit. Dudes go in there with characters and then they wrestle like crazy. And sometimes I wish WWE was a little bit more like that, because although I am into the nuance, I'm a mark, I'm all this stuff, I sometimes wish that like we could just all freak out over like what's just happening, but oftentimes fans can't, because they're like, what does this mean for story? What's going to happen next? Who's going to come out? It's like, just fucking watch the match.
This is when I come out and just say, shut the fuck up and enjoy yourself. How about that? All right, guy?
You know what, Darnell, why don't you go to an indie scene? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I definitely have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
Some dude on fucking Facebook, still don't know how the fuck he found me. It might have been one person who's into wrestling too that I live near, but he runs his own shit called ALW, and I think it's in like St. Peter, Clearwater. And I'm just like, where the fuck did this dude come from? Because he's just like, it was just out of nowhere. He added me. I thought it was somebody else's friend. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just add them too. And then I'm like, why am I getting all these invites? Oh, this dude runs his own shit.
Nice.
All right, never mind.
It is for me personally, as becoming like so involved in like wanting to like be involved in anything wrestling, like the worst time for me to move away from Florida. Florida being like the epicenter of fucking all indie wrestling and wrestling in general.
It would have been better. What do you call it? This is back in like 2010 with the whole FCW thing. Because even that, I had plenty of opportunity to go to, because one of my friends, she went to their shows like literally every fucking week, always posting pictures and shit. And this was when like Bo Dallas, Seth, Dean. I don't even think Dean was there actually. The Usos, shit, like damn near everybody who's in the WWE right now went through FCW pretty much. So like I could have met all these people hella sooner and just would have been like, damn, look at you. I was just like, and she would just be like, yo, yeah, just let me know, I'll come pick you up. And I was like, yeah. Just never fucking went.
Damn. Had that connection. Florida Championship Wrestling fucking ruled, dude. I think they used to play it on
just like NXT.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
I think they used to fucking play Florida Championship Wrestling on like back when it was Bright House. I think they used to play it on like the Bright House networks. Yeah.
Yep, they did. Like every, I think Friday.
It's so cool.
Like it was either Thursday or Friday. It was one of the days, but I would watch it every now and then.
Yeah, same. I would forget that it's on or whatever, but like back when channel surfing was a thing, you'd be going through the channel, you'd be like, FCW, what the fuck?
Exactly. That's kind of how I treated it too, because I did the same shit with TNA. I was just like, I would see it on Spike TV, and I was just like, I ain't watching this shit. This ain't WWE. I don't know anybody here. And then, but obviously, fucking Kurt Angle was there, and I was like, oh, cool, whatever. Kurt Angle kept going through the channels.
Shouts out Kurt Angle.
Meanwhile, fucking AJ Styles and fucking Samoa Joe and shit,
Abyss,
just fucking shit up. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. This ain't WWE. Like some fucking nerd.
It was better than WWE, especially at that time.
One of the guys at RU Game Store, like maybe 5 minutes away from me. One of the guys who works there, him and his brother used to like set up the ring for TNA and shit.
Oh, that's sick.
And like other local shows and shit. So like they were heavy into wrestling. So sometimes I'll be watching like old wrestling clips and I'll just see them in the fucking crowd freaking out. And I'm just like, what the fuck? This is mad random.
I mean, so they were setting up that like 8-sided ring then back then?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's crazy. All right. Let me do a little work into here what I'm about to talk about. The Adonis, okay? They built his character. They're building his character somewhat well to at least make him like watchable. You know, just dropping him in the middle of all this to be this like douchey love character. I was like, who asked for this? What? No one was asking for this. But now him being a little bit comical, being somewhat insecure, but using it to play on his Adonis character. And now they got, what's her name? Katana something. She's like all into him and shit. And like she brings the roses to his match and dumps them out there. I was like,
oh no, that's not because she's into him.
That's totally because she's
fucked over. Nah, he fucked over her match the previous week because he came out and gave some random chick in the crowd a rose, and that distracted her. from helping her tag team partner, and then they lost. So that was her just getting back at him, like, oh yeah, see, yeah, I can do it too, bitch.
Yeah, but she didn't like that he gave that girl the rose. She was like, who is that? Why are you giving her a rose?
Yeah, because it cost her the match. She wasn't paying attention anymore. Oh, is that a shiny bitch?
But why would she be paying attention to him if she wasn't into him?
She was, and now she's not.
Oh, okay.
Because he came out there and was like, "The fuck are you doing? Fuck the game up." So she came back out and said, "All right, I got you, buddy.
Adonis, you have no game.
Have fun with this."
I will say I'm a sucker for some corny shit. So sometimes when he'll be like, you know, guys, Adonisly, I'll be like, he says Adonisly instead of honestly, and I'm like, I hate you for making me laugh at that shit.
That's gross.
It's so stupid, but I love it. Fucking and Adonisly, I don't think you should be here right now. And I'm like, all right, fuck you. God damn it. I love a pun. I love a play on words.
I don't.
I know.
Fucking hate it. It's annoying.
You hate fun. No.
No, I hate puns.
God damn it. All right. Shouts out fucking Andre Chase coming back. Let's see what you got now, Ridge Holland. Let's see what you got now that the fucking leader of Chase University is back in the goddamn building. You don't fucking want it with those red Air Jordans on. You don't fucking want the red Air Jordans to your face, big dog.
I mean, yeah, he loses now.
Yeah.
The face has to win.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So excited. Such a big pop. Andre Chase in general runs fucking NXT. He's the secret guy. And everybody's like, oh, Trick Williams is the number one guy in NXT, all this stuff. Oh, fucking whoever the fuck. And you're like, nah, doggy. Pull out Andre Chase, hit the music, and everybody's like, fucking Chase you. Let's go.
And look at him. A champion of nothing.
Champion of nothing.
God damn.
Champion of the people. Man looks like he's wearing a diaper as well at all times. He's just very unproportioned in every way. It just looks weird. Also, shouts out this Lexus King angle. Fucking this whole I'm a good guy. I'm better than my dad. Wait, we did a gentleman's match, and fucking I like fucking Aura Mensa. I'm not buying this. Are you guys buying this? Like, I don't know.
You kind of have to, bro.
Yeah, you got
fair and square.
Yeah, he did it. 1, 2, 3, fair square. Got you in that crazy little pin. Got you.
Oh my god. I think it's Victoria, right?
Who? I mean, like, I know the old wrestler. Oh, Stephanie Vicure, right?
Stephanie. Okay, yeah, her fucking match. This is like, thank God,
dude.
Thank fucking God, somebody else who can fucking wrestle.
Shows actual aggression. That actual fucking like. It doesn't look weird, you know. Like some of these bitches will go, they'll scream and then they'll do a running like flopping jump kick, and you'll be like, "Fuck was that?" Like, she's fucking good.
Yeah, her. I forgot the chick's name that she was wrestling. I fucking remembered it for a second.
Ren Sinclair.
Yeah, Ren. There we go.
Yeah, Ren's really good.
After that match, and then having Nikita Lion, Lola, and fucking Jada, it's like, bro, there's no way Shawn Michaels can avoid the ass eating fucking allegations, bro. It's like, you eat ass. I hope your wife got ass, because this is ridiculous, bro. This is crazy. There was no reason to have that much ass out there,
bro,
at all.
There was a moment where I was like, I had to pause and be like, what's happening right now? Like, what are they like? How are guys not leaving their seats right now and being like, I gotta fucking go take care of something somewhere else. I gotta go get a cold drink of water or something right now. I'm fucking dying in here. Crazy. Nikita doing the fucking ass pop and the snap. I'm like, bitch, my girlfriend's right there. Stop.
Hey, that's your problem, not hers.
No, I know.
You chose to have a girlfriend.
No, I know. Shit. Yeah. Shouts out to. I mean, this is, you know. I don't care what anybody says, what I think about the women's division in NXT. I've expressed it very much. It's fucking lackluster. We're the best women. I'm like, you guys have some bitches that are really good. Jada, fucking Sol Ruka, fucking Ren Sinclair. And they don't get the proper push, and now they kind of are. But now you got even more bitches who are fucking good in there. Julia, fucking Stephanie, fucking Nikita. Now we're talking. Now we got a diverse fucking women's division. And let's get Kaylani the fuck out of here. Let's just push her to the back and pretend like that never fucking happened. No one does it like Lonnie.
You can't say that.
I can. I just did it. Hold on. Rewind.
Can't.
Let's get her the fuck out of there. No one does it like Lonnie.
Okay, so yeah, you took out the one part that said you can't really say.
What?
Take her to the back.
Oh, god damn it.
It's like,
you know what
hold
I
on,
meant.
man.
You know what I meant.
Somebody fought for our rights to do that.
No, Darnell, you know what I mean, man. Like, there's like, it's like there's a line and it's like almost like a bus of some kinds, and when you lose, you have to go to the back.
Okay, all right, there, buddy.
All right, we'll be right back.
No, we're gonna keep it right here. Honestly, it's good that they did at least something with her to begin with, because everybody immediately was like, "Oh, Jada's winning that belt."
Yeah,
and then she didn't win that belt. She goes against fucking the chick who's NXT Women's Champion right now. We're like, "Oh, she's definitely winning that belt," and then she lost that belt too, because they were like, "Yo, we need somebody who's good at wrestling for these new people that's coming in, who are pretty much vets already."
Yeah.
So we don't need anything crazy happening to them. So have fun out there.
Yeah, take care of each other. Yeah, putting Julia and Stephanie together like as a tag team right off rip is really smart too. That's just smart booking.
It is, but at the same time, I'm just like, yo, language barrier, bro. What are you doing? That's every time I see them together, I'm like, God damn it.
But Julia's doing pretty good right now. Every day she gets better and better. Fuck it. Stephanie, though, first line, whiff. You're like, oh, dang it. And then she nailed the Halloween Havoc. She was like, Halloween Havoc. You're like, hey, she did it.
But yeah, that's definitely going to be a pretty good match to have.
Who are they going up against, too? I don't even remember. Who are they?
Cora Jade and then Roxanne.
That's right, yeah. That absolute nothing of a fucking team.
Hey, they're best friends.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And also, you know, respect to Cora Jade. I know she just lost her dog this week, so feel bad about that. Her dog ran away. Like it got out by accident and got hit by a car. Someone brought it to her. Unfortunate. So
that would piss me off so fucking much.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, bro. Oh fuck, my dog got out. He's gone. You bring me its corpse?
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't want to see that now.
Yeah. Yeah,
fucking hell.
Unfortunately, the person who hit it, like they just hit it and kept going, and like somebody was like there and they saw it happen, and they like respectfully they like stayed with the dog in its last moments, tried to help it, you know, but they were like it was clearly dying. I was like, oh, that's sad. I feel bad for Cora Jade. So, Crypto, I'm about to let you out this door. No, I'm just kidding, dog. I'm kidding, buddy.
Damn.
I'm kidding, dog. He looked away from me too. He was like, wow.
This son of a bitch.
Yeah.
After all I've done here.
Yeah, fart, and fart again. You smelly asshole. Shouts out the fucking promo Ethan Page cuts after winning and fucking just being so fed up. Fucking get your ass out here. Let's spin this wheel so we can have him. Fucking, I'm like, all right, he's so fed. And the trick comes out. Oh, there. He's having a great time. And Ethan's like, fucking spin the fucking stupid wheel. Fuck.
I don't even want to be here.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Where'd they get to? The fucking, I think it's a tables, ladders, and no, they didn't get tables, ladders, and scares. Somebody else got tables, ladders.
It was called Hell something.
Devil's Playground match.
Yeah,
what they got.
So I'm assuming there's just gonna be a bunch of shit everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, you know NXT. Of course. Yeah, what a great episode of NXT, honestly. Fucking way outdid Monday. They've been crushing it recently. And then Friday came in and said, hold my beer, hold my everything. We're about to fucking do numbers, dog. For no reason. They were just like, I think we just booked a banger this week. It's
Starting
contagious.
off with the, hey, it's the Yeet Man.
Yeet.
Coming on down to Smackdown.
Remember when he was on
conversation
Smackdown?
with his little brother. Said, "Don't call me little brother.
Don't call me.
I'm your tribal chief." Told Jacob he's gonna beat the dog shit out of him. It's great, but at the same time, it's like you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
They wasn't even looking at you.
Motherfucker's gonna show up on Monday now. Go fuck your life up. It's gonna be bad news for you, bro. And it won't even be DQ. She's gonna beat your ass, and then you're gonna just get pinned. And now you're forced to help the fam out.
Oh, you think that's how Jey loses Intercontinental title? They fuck him over?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I just clicking in my brain just now. I'm like, no, wait. But the YEET era.
Oh, it's still definitely going to be the YEET era. You just ain't gonna have no belt no more.
Yeah. You got to go help the fam. They're in the club right now, Jey. You guys are all fam, but not these guys. I'm pointing at fucking the bad bloodline. Not them. They are not fam.
I love that I love the flip flop. Really, Monday he wants nothing to do with Jimmy. They show up finally at the fucking like tail end of the show. He's hey, what's up, Jimmy? Looks at Roman like, you motherfucker. It's like,
sup,
nigga,
bitch?
you didn't like him just 4 days ago. What are you doing? Now you're fine. You're cool.
Well, I love my brother, though. I do love my brother. And that kind of helps out with that narrative too, because he already came out and was like, "Love my family no matter what." But you, motherfucker, and these motherfuckers, I definitely don't fuck with you, bitches. That was the best line he could have possibly said. I don't know if that was ad-libbed or written, but it was so great to just be like, and if he keeps staring at me like that, I'm gonna whip the dog shit out of him. I'm like, yo, hilarious. And it cut to Jacob, who was like, still hitting the pose. He's like, fuck.
And he's like, you know what? Hold on, nigga. Now you got undivided attention. I'm gonna step to you.
I do like to imagine, like, again, all in the club, they all fam, but I like to imagine that, like, and it's what makes this story so good, because you can imagine yourself a world where, like, they actually did stay away from Jacob and all of them because of whatever the fuck they were into and doing, and they're like, well, maybe really the family really didn't fuck with them, and now all of a sudden Solo went and got the back. Like, I understand, like, that's, I guess, pretty much, that's the premise in kayfabe, but yeah. They really play that character to make you believe, like, yo, in real life, they don't fuck with each other. It's like, it's really good. Really good sell.
Oh, and then they let Solo be funny for a second.
They did let Solo be funny.
Great. And it's like, thank you. Jesus Christ.
Give that man
I'm like, y'all
more mic
keep
time.
grabbing people from this family and then making them silent.
Mm-hmm.
Stop making them silent. They're all good people on the mic. And then there's clips of people fucking with Tama Tonga, like during like house shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, oh, he's actually funny. And it's
he's
like,
hilarious.
yeah. He's just not some crazy person, bro. He's actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, hey, my weekly shit on Tongaloa, the only person who didn't look intimidating during that whole thing was Tongaloa.
I think he just needs to like put on some muscle, because even looking at him, he really does. You kind of don't take him too serious.
He just looks like a manager.
All right, bro. I see you, but that's about it.
Yeah, like Solo is Solo. He looks intimidating. He's the tribal chief, and Tama Tonga. He's back there. He's squinting. He's like flexing he's flexing his shoulders. And he keeps squinting directly at Jey. He's not breaking any eye contact. Jacob's got his shit going on, and he's already a murderer. You know that. And then fucking Tongaloa's back there like, I'm like, what is he doing? And he's like, I was like, I kept laughing when I saw him. I was like, what is he doing?
Bro's just there.
Yeah, bro's chilling. Yeah, shouts out the Bloodline segment. Shouts out the Bloodline segment through all of SmackDown. As I was working this night, Darnell messages me and Jacob backs it up, and they're both like, "You're gonna love this episode of SmackDown. It's so fucking good." And I was like, dude, all right, I'm geeked. And as I was watching, I was like, they weren't wrong. This shit was so good. Gotta just say before I talk about it anymore, so I don't forget to at the end or anything. Number one gripe: this Candice LeRae shoehorn in because Tiffy's sick or whatever, and put her into this fucking match. I'm like, I don't care that you're the first women's speed champion. I don't care about you. I don't see. It was genuinely the least favorite part. I could see it in the fans. I could see fans walking away. I could hear the quietness in the crowd. Please keep her as far away from the main show and the main roster women as you possibly can. Now, granted, didn't help her that she was in there with Bayley too, and I'm like, wow, this is just nothing. But yeah, hated it.
So at the time that I said you're gonna love this, it was because the whole Kevin Owens video.
Oh yeah.
And I had skipped it way earlier in the day because I saw it on TikTok and I was just like, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just gonna scroll past this shit. But the fact that they're playing into the whole he might go to AEW shit and him talking about, I don't know if I'm even welcome here. I don't even know if I want to be here anymore. I was like, oh, this is great.
This is good.
This is fucking good. And now they're about to evolve Triple H just because he's like, it's from the higher up. You can't have him at Crown Jewel. It's like, you guys are great. You guys are doing good.
Oof. What a storyline. Man.
Yeah, no belts, no nothing. Just one man being a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cody.
Always a good reminder that we talk about it sometimes. Like, you don't need the belt sometimes to have an amazing story. And then WWE forgets that sometimes too, that they used to have really, really good stories. Some that were some wild shit, but they used to have some really good stories back in the day that revolved around non-champion dudes.
What's his name? I feel like Chris Benoit was a part of a lot of that shit too, where like there wasn't necessarily a belt that needed to be there, but bro he just put on fire matches all the time.
100%. Yeah.
Actually, just a lot of their mid card, like the mid card that they started out with on SmackDown under Paul Heyman, like that's a lot of what they did. It was just like, yeah, we don't have we sure whatever. This is the B show, but I'm gonna make everybody great.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. We used to have, they genuinely used to have mid-carders that, I don't know what it was. Steroids probably. That they were just all fucking, they just seemed to put on much better matches. But like, for example, like, you think of like Shelton Benjamin when he was tag teams with like, I think it was like Charlie Haas or something. And they were like some type of,
it was Charlie Haas.
Yeah. As a shtick, like corny as fuck. But who gave a fuck? Because those guys were fucking putting on bangers. And
it's fucking sad. Like I kind of wish he went to TNA instead of staying in WWE for so long.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have a great fucking wrestler. He's good on the mic, and you're just keeping him here in the mid card for what? Like I don't get it. Now this nigga's 50 in AEW, beating up on a child named Leo Rush. Good job. I don't even know why they let him go to that this time. It was like, what the fuck y'all doing, man? Have somebody good. Especially if it was like people, even if they were transitioning from NXT into like the main card, like the main roster. It's like, bro, this is Shelton Benjamin was gonna be great.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
No matter what.
Like, it don't matter.
Yeah. So speaking of tag teams and mid cards, first of all, I was gonna say like kind of like leading in a little bit what we were talking about, having like crazy mid card shit and somewhat title matches. Most of these were title matches, but like fucking if you ask me why at all the Dudleys, Edge and Christian and the Hardy Bros were beefing ever, fucking could never tell you. I'd be like, I have no idea.
They just doing that shit.
They were just going out there and fucking each other up for the sake of it. I was like, hell yeah. Were there titles on the line sometimes? Sure. I think we forgot half the time they were fighting. We'd be like, oh yeah, that's right. They're going up a ladder for some titles.
That it was just a regular fucking tag match, and you're just like, all right, I guess, guys, this is what you're doing.
Yep.
I think it was like 3 WrestleManias in a row where there was a fucking TLC match between Hardys, Dudleys, and fucking Edge and Christian.
Had to.
And then they throw some random person in there every now and then.
Those matches, as they've all said, have definitely taken years off of their lives, like when they were doing them.
Oh yeah,
100%. Like, there's the famous like backstage part like of the first one, and if somebody asked me to pray ever in life, most of any other time regularly, I'd be like, no, I'm okay, thank you though. But that moment when like Devon after the match like got them all together and he prayed for them, and I was like, yeah, I would 100% that moment I'd be like, yes, whatever this prayer is, fucking thank God we're alive, because that was fucking insane. In that era, to not really have like any practice or know what you're really doing out there, you guys are just going out there and fucking calling it, and you put on the craziest ladder match of all time and survived. Crazy. Yeah, so speaking of all that though, Motor City Machine Guns debut. Let's go. Are you excited for Motor City Machine Guns? Yeah. I had never seen them wrestle before. I've heard of them plenty. Probably seen some highlights here and there, and I didn't realize it was them. Really good debut though. Sure. We do need better tag teams, like actual tag teams that like don't have a chance of breaking up.
Yeah, I for surely thought they weren't gonna fuck over Montez and what's his name?
Dawkins.
I'm really starting to get bad. Yeah, I'm really starting to get bad with names now. It's kind of scaring me a little bit. Before I was grateful because it was like, thank God, so much useless information is leaving finally. But now it's like, oh fuck, maybe I'm dying. But yeah, I like for sure. It was like, oh, they're not gonna fuck them over again. Nope, they're just like DIY, but we're gonna do this double pin. We're gonna make it a thing, and it's like,
yeah, I
great.
wonder where they're gonna go with that. That was kind of weird. But I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I don't think they can go anywhere. They like literally cleared it in that moment. They were like, no, fucking, he pinned the legal man. Like, I'm like, okay, well then, there's no argument to be made. I mean, that's it. Chop up one, DIY one.
Nah, fuck that.
I agree. Okay. Bro, you want to hear something funny about how that match is that they came, so they went to commercial, they came back, Street Profits were coming out, they were doing their music, dun dun dun, they were doing the music, they're coming out. I was like, oh shit, I didn't notice until obviously they start walking to the ring. I go, oh, everybody else is already in the ring. And I look over to Reese and I go, confirmed, WWE does not hate black people. Confirmed. I was like, all the fucking white people in the ring got in there with no entrance on TV. They gave the entrance to the Street Profits. We're winning tonight, baby. And when they lost, I didn't say anything to her. I just continued to look forward and play my game, and I was pissed off. I was like, I can't fucking believe that just happened. I can't believe I believed it.
No, Shawn Michaels is single-handedly saving Triple H right now.
100%.
If it wasn't for him and everybody who's on NXT right now, we'd still be looking at Triple H way sideways. We're not anymore, slightly, just a little bit, but we still side-eyeing that nigga like, we still see you, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't finna hide behind I don't see color. But, you know.
And race and religion. Yeah, what he said.
If it wasn't religion, he would have had Sammy beat Gunther at Crown Jewel last year.
Ooh.
When he had the Intercontinental belt and not at WrestleMania.
Facts. That would be all the biggest points of the week, I believe. Are we missing anything?
I feel like we are a little bit. I don't know what though. Besides Roman getting his ass beat again.
Yeah. I was gonna say the obvious end segment of where they're definitely building to. I mean, what we all know is like they're just doing a lot of good build for them to officially get Jey over there. I mean, Roman thinks he's got it covered. I did like that moment of him being like, I'm going to go acknowledge Solo, and then him getting pissed off at Solo. He's like, fucking what you going to do if I don't acknowledge you, bitch? I was like, yeah, or what? Acknowledge you or what? Yeah.
And he's like, bitch, you ain't changed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good by Solo. See? I knew it. Like, yeah. Yep. That was really good, you know. Didn't mean to go over it, but you know, we all know that it was good. We all know they all do good shit. I guess though, shouts out, you know, I think officially Metaphor's getting the push up to the main brand. They said that when I saw a report that when Noam Dar's close to coming back and they're gonna put them all on the main roster. I was like, kind of shows with how much Lash and Jakara have been on the main shows. Shouts out Lash getting a singles match. And a dub.
Yeah, don't care. Don't care.
You don't care about Tricks. You don't care about Tricks, girl. You don't care about Lash Legend. Another brute power force in the SmackDown division. Someone who can take on Nia.
See, keep him off SmackDown. they obviously need women on Raw because all we see are Rhea, Liv, and now Raquel. You might see the other shorty from American Made and from Alpha Academy. You might see them wrestle every now and then.
True.
But other than that, you just see the three of them.
Fair enough. You're not wrong.
There needs to be something actually to be done over there.
Yeah.
Which is why if Tiffany comes over there and snatches that belt up, it'll be great.
You're not wrong.
Throw more in the mix.
We'll see. We'll see what
Women's
they do.
tag teams, they need to be split into. Actually, no, they can't really split into Raw and SmackDown champs because they don't have enough people.
Yeah, no. What they do need to do is I didn't realize, like, I think you brought it up the other day or like the other week or something like that, where you were like, what happened to them NXT tag? I could have sworn women tag team champion. I fucking just saw Anemia. Like, I totally forgot that happened. They unified them. Fucking Rousey and Shayna.
So they just took all three belts.
They took because all they have, I guess they still only had the women's tag belts, and then they had the NXT tag belts, and they unified those just to make women's tag belts. But they didn't make any new ones. They just got rid of the women's NXT titles and kept the women's tag team titles, and then NXT just no longer had women's tag team champions.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah. You know, I was like sitting there like, that was just a random fact WrestleMania threw out, by the way. They were just like, and this hasn't happened since they were unified. But I was like, what? What the fuck did they do? Wow, that's fucking crazy. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Guys, you know what to do. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, talk wrestling with us down in the comments below. Let us know what you think about the wrestling storylines and matches that are going on through this week and what you think the build of for the next weeks and the next PLE Crown Jewel. You know, the PLE that means nothing for us here in America. It means nothing for us. So let us know what you think. Follow us on our socials down below in the show notes, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Nerds.